Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. This is the Mind of James. We're still here, baby. Um, I just got done with a 5 hour tattoo, so my arm's a little done. But yeah, good week this week. A few things. The Battlefield 6 launch happened this week. Now, I'm gonna take my glasses off here for a minute and get serious when it comes to opinions and what those opinions mean. So, video gaming is it's a very subjective thing. Everybody likes their own video games. Um, and I think people, especially in the gaming world, really, you get hated on for games you play. You really do. You get hated on because it's not their game, and they don't like that, and all this, yada, yada, yada. What those opinions mean is jack nothing. It means nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to play my video game. You play your video game. And we'll meet in the middle somewhere. You know what I mean? And people, like in the server, people suggest games to play. I'll try them. I'm not. I'm not going to say no because, maybe I do like that video game. Like I said, I started my streaming career was Call of Duty. Now it's Sea of Thieves and Call of Duty. So, I mean, we're adding things on. And I played the Battle 6 Field beta. I did. The early access beta, whatever it's called. It's not my speed of game. It's not my favorite kind of way to play video games. But I mean, it's a good game nonetheless. I'm not going to say it's a bad one. Mostly when I play different games, it's because I'm enjoying the company that I have. So, it's a good way to look at gaming. Just enjoy the company that you have. If the game's not your speed, find a way to enjoy it. Um, so I mean, there's all matter types of games. You got Hello Kitty Island Adventure, you got Call of Duty, you got Battlefield, you got Sea of Thieves, you got God of War. You just got every kind of game. And when people, what pisses me off, or what kind of just makes me realize how dumb people are, is when you'll meet them on their side of the road, saying like, "I'll play a game with you, just to try it out, and then if I don't like it, I'm not going to play it. I'll go back to what I play. But if there's a game I'm in that I really like that's coming out, and you're just trash talking it and trash talking people, um, it really shows me just how dumb you really are. That's what it shows me. It just shows me that you have nothing to offer except opinions, which, quite frankly, don't pay anybody's bills. Um, but I mean, that's just how the world is today. The world's full of hypocrites, and yeah, hypocrites, man. So once I find out who, once see that kind of, once I see that kind of how you are and how you act, I really start treating you different. Like, I really just don't want to be around you. Um, so that's my opinion on that, and that's all I got to say about that. Um, but this week it was good also because I played, man, the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta was so much fun to play. I enjoyed it so much. I'm really excited for that game to come out, and I'm really excited to just be playing Call of Duty again. Um, so I mean, I said the beginning of October is going to be all Call of Duty from here on out. Have not met up to that. So, Black Ops 7 comes out. Don't expect me to go sailing for a long time until I play so much Call of Duty I puke. Because I have a big goal when it comes to Call of Duty in my streaming career. I have a very big goal, and I wanna meet it. Um, but that goal will come. That goal will come. I believe it. So, and and as far as what you want, set goals for yourself, man. In anything you do, you got to set goals because you have something to reach. You have something to look forward to. You have a reason to get out of bed. If I was just like, I'm just going to do this and see where it takes me. I've said that, but I also set goals. I also set goals I want in any fashion career. I want to get a sponsor for this podcast. I really do. I want a sponsor for this podcast. Um, that's a big want for me as well. That's a big goal. So it's just got to keep chugging it away and doing what I can. But let's talk about the tattoo for a minute. I got a Black Ops zombie tattoo that covers up a tattoo I got in 2012. I'm a Taurus, born in May, so I wanted a Taurus tattoo, and at the end of it came out looking like one of those satanic goat heads. So it kind of hit me past couple weeks. I was like, I really want to cover this tattoo up. I didn't know what I wanted to cover it up with, but I knew I wanted to let go of that part of my tattoos. So I said, I'm a big fan of Call of Duty. I love Black Ops. Or I love zombies. Let's just get a Black Ops zombie tattoo. So that's what I did. And my artist, Mo Mawbry up in Dayton, shouts out to you. She said, she was like, I particularly don't do that kind of thing, but we can kind of create something around it, but it still has that Black Ops zombie look. I was like, here's at least what I want in it. So if you ever played Black Ops Zombies, they have little marks up in the corner that look like blood smears to count your rounds. So I was like, at least put that somewhere. Either that or 115 for Element 115. Something around that. I'm cool. I loved her design. It came out looking good. And we just got it tattooed on today, so it's got to heal. But tattoos are a memory of something that you have, and it's time for me to let that go. And with me preaching about Jesus and God and all this stuff, I thought having a satanic looking tattoo wasn't really good. So and it feels good to cover that up. It does, because it looked like a jailhouse tattoo as well. Some dude did it in a living room. So, you know. Anyway, but yeah, tattoos. You're gonna be young and dumb and get a tattoo. It's gonna happen. Oh my god, I want this tattoo. Yeah, I'm so cool. Put some meaning behind your tattoos. Like, I have a spider web with a Masonic symbol in front of it. I got the Majin from Dragon Ball Z, and I got my Call of Duty tattoo. So, and I got a couple others. I got a skull and crossbone here. It says Pirate's Life under it. Because it's a pirate's life for me, savvy. And I got a few more. So, I think I'm going to cover this. I have my last name down here on my leg, and I think I'm going to try and do something with it. I don't know exactly what, but there is an apprentice up in the Dayton tattoo shop I go to. I was like, honestly, if you want to mess around with it, you're more than welcome to. Something cool. So, but be mindful and thoughtful of your tattoos. That's all I'm gonna preach on that. Um, what else is going on? What else happened this week? Not. It was a good week, man. Just overall, mentally, I was good. I listened to this podcast, and the title of the podcast was called "The Courtrooms of Heaven," and I was like, okay. I listened to it. Um, and as God is my witness right now, guys, it's real. Courtrooms of heaven are real, which means heaven is real. It's I I was laying in bed one morning when my alarm went off, and I got this image of a park bench, and it's the park that I go walk at every Friday. So I was talking to God. I was like, is that where you want me to go? He said he said back to me, you are due in court Friday. I was like, I'm doing court. Oh, okay. And the podcast I listened to was very interesting and instructive because when you go to the courtrooms of heaven, you are representing not only yourself, but everything within your bloodline. Um, I'm going to link the podcast down in the show notes because I want you guys to go listen to it because it is very interesting, very instructive, and I walked away from that prayer session Friday. I sat on that park bench. I knew exactly what park bench he wanted. And I sat in that park bench and I man, I could see the doors open, I could see the courtroom, and I walked away from that prayer session with just I felt like the energy just got taken right out of me. And my mind was so calm and so clear, and it was just like I got to see the courtrooms of heaven. I got to see it. I got to see the courtrooms of heaven. And I'm not going to talk about what I talked about in the courtroom of heaven because that's between me and heaven. But it's all real, dude. It's all real, ladies and gents. Heaven is real. Heaven and God are real, as I witness to you now. So get right with Him. Please get right with God. Get right with God. And the only way you can know God is through His Son, Jesus Christ. So get right with both of them. And man, and I wanted to listen to music because I normally listen to like Jimmy Buffett or Avenged Sevenfold, depending on how my mood is. I turned on nature sounds. I never listen to nature sounds, ever. But I was just like, I gotta listen to something. So I turned on nature sounds, and it was just like everything was so beautiful. All the trees and the sky and the grass and the walk path, everything was so vibrant, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Like I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go to heaven. You know what I mean? I can't wait to go to heaven. I'm gonna try my best to get there. So I'm gonna try and be a good. I try and be a good person as it is, and I mess up a lot. I mess up every day. Somewhere down the road of me waking up to going to bed, I mess up somewhere. So, um, that's you're gonna mess up, man. We're not. There was one guy on this planet that was perfect, and that was Jesus. Um, that was Jesus. So it was one guy. Get right with him. Just get right with him. We this world needs Jesus more than ever, with everything going on, with everything going on. And I got to tell you, it is one of those things that's just like y'all better just get right with him. That's all I can say. Get right with Jesus. Let me say it for the people in the back again. Get right with Jesus. Get right with him. Um, I'm really tired from that tattoo. We did 5.5 hours of tattooing today. 5.5. So, um, but It was a good day. All that all the got my laundry done. I got dishes done. I got to put my laundry together tonight. We're doing a glitter beard on Sea of Thieves. So I mean, and I got Monday off work, so I'm just gonna be hanging out, chilling Monday. Get to play with Joker, who I haven't played with in a long time, and we're just gonna be hanging out, dude. It's gonna be fun. Let me put these glasses back on. Um, okay. Let's get into the news a little bit. Actually, there was something um, that I saw. Hang on. Um, Apparently, an oil refinery out in Colorado, or not Colorado, California exploded, and that ain't good. Um, let's see. Battlefield 6 players show off the power of Portal by immediately dropping a decent Call of Duty shipment for remake. Can't hurt. I mean, I don't, we. Um, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 game. The entire game is free to play right now because Battlefield 6 is out. So go play it. River Roots Festival shows how Cincinnati's planned boat dock could block riverboat access to public landing. I don't. I've never been to it, so I'm not going to comment on it. There is. This is the world's first image of two black holes orbiting one another. We don't know what's in a black hole, and we don't know the immense power of a black hole. And today I was on a show called Wake Up, which is hosted by P. DeLay the Boss. Go check it out. It's over on X. And we were talking about things. And one of the things was perspective. Like, what movie has changed perspective over the years? So if you watch a movie in your early part of your life, how has it changed to the later part of your life? And mine was Jurassic Park. Because when I was a kid and I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, they brought back dinosaurs. Yeah, yay. Um, and then, yay science. And I was just like, later on in life, I watched it again. I was just like, humans, we need to stop messing with things. Stop bringing things back from extinction. Stop messing with it. We don't understand the power of a black hole, nor will we ever until we go sending somebody in there. And hopefully they come back. Probably is never going to happen. So stop messing with it. Human beings, stop messing with it. Don't worry about it. If the aliens outside of our atmosphere want to worry about it, let them deal with it. We don't need to. We don't need to. Let's see. That's not. NYCC 2025 Transformers officially reveals product image and details. They need to stop trying to just do everything for that thing because it is getting a little ridiculous out there. And Joe Flacco's on the Bengals now. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens with the Bengals from here on out. Go Bengals. Go, just go Bengals. I hope you guys do good this year. I really do. Let's see. Let's go back to this Battlefield 6 thing. They made a multiplayer map that looks like Shipment. And I gotta say, Shipment for Call of Duty was it's one of those maps you just grind camos on. So, it is. You just They took an idea. They took an idea because it works. It's a working idea. Shipment is one of the best maps out there. Just like Nuketown was. Just like Stakeout is. You know, so if people are imitating you or copying you, it's because they know that you have something successful. That's what that is. Um, and I gotta tell you, man, um, it's just one of those things where if people, like I said, if people are gonna copy you and imitate you, you're doing something. You're doing something good. Um, there's got to be something more in the news here. Let's see. NYK restaurant owner struggled to pay bills, will close after 5 years of business. What? Um, that sucks, man. I hate to see that. I really do. Greece seeks to finalize gas exploration contract this year, says minister. Well, good. You know, hey, we need oil. Apparently it's in everything, so there you go. Is there anything else? Because I am running out of things to say. Swiss giant breaks ground on $215 million area project, largest ever North American investment. Man. Seems like this country is just being bought and sold, or just being sold off in pieces. You know, I feel like real estate it's just going to everybody else but us. You know, the prices are so freaking high. We Americans can't buy land because it's so expensive. So other people from different countries are coming in and going, we'll buy it and we're going to do what we want on it, which isn't good. It isn't good. So, I mean, I feel like something's in the works here, something major about to happen. I don't know what it is, but you can feel it in your bones. If you don't feel it in your bones, start checking your bones. See, anything else new? Anything else? Been playing some Warhammer 40K. That game's pretty good. I mean, it's a huge universe to absorb and get information from, but I mean, it's still good. Still a good game. This couch is still for sale. But you know, life has this funny way of looking at that, funny way of showing you things. It really does, and life will always do that. So don't ever count life out from showing you. Sometimes you got to get checked. Sometimes you got to get checked, and it's either going to be a check where it's like you need to start appreciating more, or you need to, you know, change this about your life or change that. They'll check you. It'll check you. It's still checking me. Still checking me. You know, it was just. I really don't have a lot this week, man. I really don't. I'm just, you know, we'll see what the next week brings us. And that's all we can do. We can always just get through the week and see what the next one brings us. It's like day after day. Let's see what the, you know, next day brings me. And sometimes in seasons of your life, you're going to have that where it's just, you're waiting, you get through a week. So see if it happens the next week. Let's see if it happens the next week. And there's going to be multiple weeks where you're just going to be like, is it ever going to happen? And then as soon as you're about to be like, you know what, I'm kind of done, that's where it happens. And, yeah, I'm not to the point where I'm just like, I'm kind of done with this. Like, I really want to keep grinding this out and see where it goes. Because, I'm ready for my next adventure. But I have to get some things in order in that adventure, and they'll get there. They'll get there. So we'll see what happens. I'm always excited for the next adventure. I don't know what the adventure is going to be. And there it is. So life as we know it is just keeps going and going and going. Just keeps going and going and going. So the sun's going to rise tomorrow, and it's going to rise Monday. So hopefully we get to be there to see it. But I love all you guys. I try and come on here and talk about good things and talk about things that help me throughout the week, and hopefully they help you throughout the week. And if they don't, hey, we'll try again next week. But this week was good, and I don't really have any topics to talk about. I've been trying to get to. I was listening to that one lawyer, James Sexton was his name, and we still have some more topics to talk about there, and I need to get finalized and get that down so we can talk about that, because he had some important things to say, and I want to relay it back to you guys. So I need to go back and watch those episodes again. But see, don't worry about, at this point in time in my life, this very moment, the last thing I can say to you guys and say to myself and keep all of us inspired is that we have to keep focusing on the minute that we're in. We have to keep focusing on why we're here, what we are here for, and who can we help, and who can we make just a better world for. Because currently right now, like, if we all died, it probably, if God just snapped his fingers and was like, you know what, no more humans, it would take a long time for this world to heal itself. So we, the biggest population on this planet, that being humans, need to really take care of this planet and ensure that everything kind of keeps moving along for future generations. Because I got to tell you, how bad we screwed this planet up. Why would any other species out in the universe want us to leave this planet? You know what I mean? Why? So take care of yourselves, and take care of your neighbors, and take care of just the people that care the most about you. Because it's one of those things where we're just gonna have a hard time. Well, the future generations are just gonna have a hard time making sure that there's a world left. So, be that as it may, I love you guys. I love all you guys. Thank you for supporting this show, and thank you for tuning in. And I've been forgetting to say it, so I'll say it now. Twitch.tv/on the level 162. And the podcast is Mind of JPA on YouTube. Fear God, keep his commandments. See you on the next one.